Hey guys, welcome back to Dishing It Up. Today we're going to make a delicious, easy to make comfort meal, old-fashioned Italian spaghetti. So let's get over here to the stove and get it going, okay? Over in this far pot over here, I've got the spaghetti noodles boiling, 2 pounds of spaghetti noodles, and I did season up my water with some pink Himalayan salt. Make sure you do that so it'll get some good flavor on those pasta noodles. Okay, I've got about a good heaping tablespoon of olive oil in my pot here. We're going to go ahead and add in some green bell peppers, diced. If you don't like the green, try the yellow, orange, or the red. They are much milder. I just like the green in my Italian dishes, but everything else I use the other colors. And then a medium onion diced. So go ahead and splash those around in that oil. Let them get good and coated. Okay, guys, once the onions and peppers are mixed around really well in that olive oil, that gets them seasoned up and make a weld. Kind of a hole in the middle. And if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know what I'm getting ready to do. Add you about a half a cup of water into that well. And that's going to steam them and soften them up. Otherwise, you may end up just burning and scorching your veggies. The onions and peppers have now softened up nicely. We're going to go ahead and add in our pound of ground beef. Got this nice piece of meat here. I can get that put in there. Go ahead and give it just a little bit of a chop. Get you one of these little meat choppers. You can get these at the dollar stores. Okay. Now we're going to add in our sausage. I just use breakfast sausage. You can use Italian sausage. If you want to make this without beef or pork, you can use ground turkey, ground chicken. All of those would work just as well. Now, if you do use the ground turkey, make sure you season it up really well. And once you get this broke down pretty well, go ahead and turn your burner down to about a medium-low and let that just sit there and simmer and finish cooking. I believe our noodles over here are ready to drain, and I'll go ahead and set those off to the side. Okay, what I'm going to do now, the meat is partially cooked, almost finished. I pull it to the sides, makes another little well, and then I'm going to add some garlic, a heaping tablespoon of garlic. Put that down there front and center. Go ahead and just let that right there meld with the grease from the pork and the beef, and that's going to be really delicious right there. I've got the garlic, the minced garlic, all mixed up in with the meat. We're going to put in a heaping teaspoon of thyme leaves. If you've got fresh thyme, that's even better. We want to season up our meat before we do the sauce. And then I'm going to put another teaspoon of crushed rosemary. And half a teaspoon of salt. I use the pink Himalayan. Use whatever kind you like. So kind of a heaping teaspoon of salt. And then we are going to add in some black pepper. Another half teaspoon of black pepper. Get that all a nice mix. Let all those spices marry together with the meat. And then we're going to add in our sauce. 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. 2 cans of tomato sauce. I like to use 2 of the large cans. These are 15 ounces. Go ahead and get that poured in there. We want a lot of sauce. I'll get the rest of that out in a minute. For our amount of meat we're using, because we're using 2 pounds of meat. Now, if you've got homemade tomato sauce, even better. And for this sauce, we want to season it as well, just like we did the meat, same amount. Teaspoon of the crushed rosemary. This is plain tomato sauce. I like to make it this way because it's semi-homemade. Now you can very well just buy a jar or a can of the actual spaghetti sauce. I've done that for a long time as well. I just like to do it this way because I feel like I'm creating something homemade. And then instead of the minced garlic, because we cooked that in with our meat, we're putting garlic powder. I'm almost out of that. A good teaspoon of that. Half teaspoon of salt. So in all, we've only got 1 teaspoon total of salt. And then whatever sodium was in our tomato sauce. Half teaspoon of pepper, black pepper. Okay, give that a nice mix. Smelling so good, guys, so good. Let's go ahead and put our lid on. Turn our burner down to a medium low and let that simmer. Alrighty, guys, it has simmered. Simmer it for a good maybe 20 minutes or so. Got a beautiful meat sauce mixture here. Let's see. Let me show you real close up. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put in our bowls. Okay. Hubby's bowl, my bowl, some noodles. Now we eat it both ways. We put our pasta in first sometimes, and then sometimes we mix it with the sauce, just depending. Okay, so that looks pretty right there. Go ahead and give him a good heaping helping on top. Honey, how much would you like? Two scoops or 3? 3?
2.5.
2.5. Okay, 2.5. Okay, let me go ahead and garnish it up with a little bit of. If you have fresh parsley, that would be wonderful. Put some parsley flakes on it, makes it beautiful. Go ahead and give that a little. And look how pretty, guys, that one is. I got forks over here, babe.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I have them over here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let me go ahead and get mine served up, and then we're going to do a tasty, tasty. Alrighty, I've got the taste tester here. Let's do a tasty, tasty. That look good, guys. Smells delicious. Is it seasoned enough?
I think so.
I seasoned the meats, the pork and the beef, and the sauce. Here's a slurping going on. That is good. That's very flavorful, guys.
Slurp spaghetti.
If you all use this recipe, please let me know. And as always, thanks for watching Dishing It Up. We love you guys. And from
our kitchen
to yours,
happy cooking.
Happy cooking, guys. We love you. Talk to you soon. Be sure and click the follow, like, and share. Bye, guys.
Bye.